Welcome back to another fly tying video. And in this video I'm going to make a Japanese beetle fly. It's one of my favorite flies to use here in Pennsylvania in the heat of the summer for trout. I like this fly in July, August, and September. In a lot of the spring creeks, Japanese beetles are quite common in the summer. Okay, set up the vise here with a size 14 hook. The first thing I'm going to do once I get it tight in the vise is I'm going to lift up on the shank of the hook. This is a pretty bulky fly. It's got a foam body and it's got some peacock legs. So I like to bend the hook up and just open up that gap a little bit. Not much, that's plenty. You're just widening that J right there, okay? I'm going to loosen it and then level it out for tying. Okay, tighten it up. I'm using brown thread here. I'm going to wrap by the eye and wrap to the rear. Okay. I'm going to wrap to the bend of the hook. And I'm going to tie in at this point Swiss straw. This is a material that's pretty widely available in fly shops. That's going to be the wing casing. I'm just going to wrap that in at the rear and tie forward and tie back and forth. I'm going to take this pretty far back, a little bit past the bend of the hook. Tying it down tightly. Okay. All right. Good. Next thing I'm going to tie in is our our foam. Buy the foam in circular I guess tube type shapes, and I cut it lengthwise in half. We're using half of a section of foam for the body. What I like to do is cut out a small V shape where I'm going to tie in, because this is pretty thick and you want a little bit of material, but less is better. It's such a small hook, you don't want it taken up with too much foam. And this is just for the section that I'm going to tie onto the hook. Okay, I've got that little tapered section right there. That's what's going to get tied in. Tie down real tight. Okay. All right. Good. All right. The Swiss straw is in, the foam is in. What I'm going to do now is take some pieces of peacock and tie those in for the legs. So basically what I do, you can make them individual or save yourself some time. Just make a little loop like this and tie them in. You can tie it in on the top or bottom, doesn't really matter. Just a couple wraps. Okay. I'm going to cut these tag pieces off. I'm going to wind a little bit forward to the middle and do it again. Make a little loop of the peacock. Tie it in from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this tag piece. I'm going to leave here. You'll see why at the end. It's just going to cut that as a leg. And I'm going to cut this off. And one last loop. Bring the thread forward a bit. Okay, right there. Make another loop, tie it in on the bottom. Just like that. Okay. There's tag ends, I just let them hang down. Okay, at this point we're going to tie everything together. Foam comes first. Comes back to front. One wrap of thread. A tight pull down. Let's kind of get that beetle shape here. Too much slack. Okay. Now what I did was I left a little bit there in front of the hook because I'm going to cut this foam to create that little beetle head. Okay. And I'm going to bring my Swiss straw forward and tie in the same. tie it tight. Gonna get rid of my tag. Before I whip finish this, I'm going to cut my foam and my Swiss straw and cut it just a little bit past the eye of the hook. Okay, and I've made that nice little head shape. Okay, that's the body of the Beetle. Couple wraps here. I'm going to whip finish this. I do not use any head cement in here. Whip finish it here. Maybe 4 there, and pull it tight. Cut my thread off. Now when I release it from the vise, I still have these loops, and I'm going to cut these loops because what the loops do is basically they create 2 legs, one on each side. So I'm just going to take a small scissors, cut through the loop. 1, 2. Where's my third one? Do I have a third one? Nope, I guess that's it. Some of these longer legs, I'm going to cut them short, make them look a little bit more natural. Okay, and that is a Japanese beetle fly. Oops, I did find another loop. There it is. Don't want that. Okay, I got 6 to 8 legs there, and that is the Japanese beetle fly. This is not a finesse fly. I found that the louder it hits the water, the more the fish like it. But that's it. Great fly for trout here in Pennsylvania in the heat of the summer. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.